So this is our first interview. All throughout, of course, our event, we will be having wonderful names coming here on stage. You guys saw the poster, of course. All these VIPs, wonderful names who are really in the entrepreneurial world will be here to give you talks. There will be panels. So that is the program lineup. But of course, the better way to start it is with her, the person behind all of this right now, making it all happen while looking amazing and beautiful. Hello, Trixie, once again.
There you go. We just need one more working mic here. Thank you. Shal, thank you very much. The opening ceremony was really wonderful. Because of
Okay.
you. Thank you.
But I'm gonna go straight to
Okay,
it.
go.
I'm gonna go straight to it.
just so
okay?
everybody knows, again, this is the start of the conference, right?
Yes, so we're just beginning.
Yes, and the other day I was thinking, Chal, I don't just want to talk just by myself and do presentation. Let's sit together and then let's see where this meaningful conversation will lead us.
Gets to.
I know.
Okay, I don't know if our foreign delegates and our partners and friends know the word chismis. Not yet. Marites. Okay. Now, this is another level. This is the business marites or the business chismis, okay? Kidding aside, let's get to know really the story. So earlier on, I introduced you, of course, acknowledged all the hard work that you did. So I think it's just right to pick up from that, from where I described it. So after the sudden loss of your husband, Trixie, the Phil SME founder, who was David, of course, how did you find the strength and clarity to actually continue the vision for Phil SME? And this is important because I remember when we got connected and you approached me, I said, I don't know how you did it. I don't think I can do what you're doing. Seriously. It's a whole different kind of level to be able to say, yes, I will continue something else, a legacy that was left to me. Okay? How did you go about it?
I would have to say because now I'm thinking, right? How? Why? How? Paano? But it's just
Because
really.
let's face it, you could have said no.
Yes,
It's not for me.
exactly.
Yes.
I was thinking about that last night. I'm like, why did I continue to say yes? I could just really say no and go back to what I was really doing, which was training, right? That's where my heart is.
So your core prior was with
I was doing a lot of
Trainings,
talks, right?
okay.
And even hosting. And that's where I actually met David. But you know what? I go back to why. Why should I take on this? Well, number one is very clear. This is his legacy. There's only one PHILSME Business Expo and conference here, and it was his idea. He worked so hard for it together with his team. And I said, okay, I think by watching him during the pandemic, do all the calls himself, from 8 to 6 p.m. By watching him, I think I was trained well already just by that. And by knowing what's in his heart and seeing all the list of the companies, the SMEs that he has worked with, as well as the big companies who, of course, sponsor the event, I say, I cannot let the community that he has built down.
I think that's the most
That's the main
important
thing.
There's a
Yes.
community that you tend to become responsible for to continue to nourish and take care of.
Yes. So, as I go about it, I would hear one story after the other that, oh yeah, you know what? We started out with PhilSME and now we have grown. Or, you know what? It's because of, PhilSME is our birthplace. Because dun kami nag-start at the very first expo. And now, again, I have this thousands of number of employees, for example. Or that story where he told me, Trixie, you know what? When I joined the expo, there's this woman that I saw who came to the booth. And I was so shocked because I have been trying to reach her and her company for a year. And we just couldn't. And then I saw her in the booth and we closed the deal. So not questions, but stories like that fuel me. You guys fuel us, the team, to continue what David has started. And of course, with the intention of making it better. So I think I'm just sharing this, it's of course personal. Lahat naman tayo may personal story on why we're doing what we're doing. But I guess really it's because I'm sharing this to let you know that anything is possible, that things really grow big if you put your heart into it and you find the right partners and you build the community that really benefits from what you're doing and what you're giving them.
I think with Phil SME, what we guys actually have is an actual platform where you can come, be present, and connect. Like the wonderful stories that you mentioned. Unknowingly to you, you were already shadowing na pala, David.
Yun,
He was
that's the
already
right
showing you.
Yes.
He was already showing you and you were picking it up, seeing it on the sidelines na,
Yes.
okay, he's making calls, he's talking to these people, non-stop connecting and all, and it was already happening. Okay, after saying yes, Trixie, to this, what was the next biggest decision that you had to make for Phil SME? Like, were there any changes when you took it on, or were there some other challenging matters? Now, the reason I love bringing up about challenges is that people feel more that it's relatable. Kasi kung puro success stories na lang, wow, di ba? But we know every success story only becomes a success if someone goes through something challenging. So what was the next big decision after saying yes that you had to overcome?
How do I continue this my way?
Ah.
Yes. Because David is not around.
That is so
couldn't-
interesting. Oo.
I couldn't keep on asking what would David do if he's the one to do this, or if he were here. Kasi nga, he's not here anymore. So I have to make this part of integrating who am I, my values, and what I think I'm here on earth for, together with this legacy that we have that we're trying to grow. So it's a challenge kasi I could just continue to ganun lang status quo, or maybe I don't know, make it smaller, or I have all these options. But of course, yun nga, ang challenge dito is, okay, if I were to continue, which I am, how do I make it even better for you? How do I make your experience, every edition, more meaningful? And that's so much work, I think.
Wow.
Because even if, let's say, okay, template na yan, paulit-ulit, no, every edition, there's always new challenges, new things to uncover, sir, new people to talk to, new partners to collaborate with. So it's the same, but it's, same, but different. Like what we say.
Yeah, but it is so beautiful. Why? Because oftentimes pinag-uusapan ng legacy building, okay? And then you said, one of the next hardest decision you had to make is how do I integrate yourself to it? Diba? Not only will it be a legacy of your husband, but also to be able to carry on, it cannot just be about the past. It should also combine it, put together. We're not saying forget it, and I can relate to this because I myself took over a business from my mom when she passed away. So I understand what you're saying. Having both come together, that story of the founder together with that someone who is taking over. I think that is so beautiful. And if you cannot relate to that, maybe you could also understand it from a point of view na bilang mga SMEs, of course you have that brand to carry, you have that title to carry, but at the same time, how do you incorporate your own personal skills, your own personal strengths into the brand, into the business that you are participating in? Thank you for that. Okay, next one. How did you experience the expertise as the Philippines Vision Board coach and a former Good News Pilipinas TV News anchor? How did it help you build your credibility and all of this? How are you able to bring that in to what you are doing right now?
Who? Okay.
Because these are uncertain times. I'm not talking about the pandemic. Everyone's tired about that. I'm talking about taking this on, something new for you. How did you bring in all these skills? Now, the reason I'm asking you this is because it could inspire other people here who are transitioning. That is something that we do in business. We transition, we innovate.
True. You know what, Chal? I always have this belief that that life is always happening for you and not to you. For me, what that means is the universe is by your side. God always give you the right people at the right place at the right time. So whatever journey that I've had, or lahat ng nangyari sa buhay ko, it really had to lead me to this. That's the only way I would like to think of it. Because I cannot think of, paano kung ganito, paano kung kaya.
Why
sayang
else
yung
would you
energy
be
ko.
here?
Yes, exactly. So energy is so precious that I just have to think about like right now, I'm given this. What do I do with this? This is a gift. And I believe there's always a reason. So parang, sa entrepreneurship journey natin, can I just see a raise of hands who here have businesses? Sino mga entrepreneurs dito?
Of course, a lot.
Lahat.
Oh.
Diba? So, it will hit you. You'll never know eh. One day you will wake up, oh my God, I have a challenge number 1. Akala mo tapos na bukas may challenge number 2. Because I have learned, akala ko before, the perfect life is you don't have any challenge to solve. Tapos when I turned 40, just recently
Thank you for the
naman.
age reveal.
Sorry,
Okay.
ako yun. So, mag-age ba tayo?
Oh.
When I turned 40, I realized, my God, hindi pala ganun ang life. Ang life pala is you always wake up. There's always a challenge. It's just a matter of how do you take on that challenge? And what happens to you, inside you, when you take on that challenge and, bring yourself, labas talaga, your strength, who you are, your values.
Put yourself out there.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, again, all these things, as a trainer, as a speaker, as a host, all
Anchor,
these things,
yes.
it has led me to this. That's why that other part right now is taking a back seat because I have to make sure when we do this event for you, it's all out. So until such time that this runs on its own, and then I know I could go back to the other things that I also love.
The
doing.
truth of the matter is, of course, Trixie can do this all on her own. I could step out right now. I could give her the mic. She can handle all of you. But she is also taking care of all these 180 exhibitors, or brands rather, with 10,000, at least 10,000 foot traffic coming in for the next 2 days here. So this is all under your leadership, okay? Unlike with me, this is just my space, the stage. With you, it's from the stage all the way out there, all the way to the news that gets out to the Filipino people out there. How do you ensure that the Philippine or the Phil SME remains purpose-driven? You mentioned the goals earlier on, diba? What is the things that you want? How do you ensure that, this is not just business as usual, as they say, that it comes with meaning, it comes with purpose?
Whatever happens, we always remind ourselves why we're doing this. So that's one way to ensure that this keeps on getting better and we stay to the, to the core, right? To the main reason why it's here. Just seeing, just looking at them, looking at the people, looking what's happening, that's enough for us to understand what we're doing and why we should continue doing it. Otherwise, wala si PhilSME, saan na sila pupunta? Like, where's the one-stop shop or expo where they can see business solutions, business opportunities
Multiple
all together.
business solutions and
Yes,
multiple
exactly.
all in one space. Oh.
Yes. And so right now, the challenge always is, okay, how do you make the next one better? Not necessarily bigger, but of course, given the opportunity, we would want that. But how do we make it better? What else do you offer that's new so that the old-timers who always come would have something new to look at? And at the same time, how do you make sure that all these amazing SMEs are able to share, are able to really use this platform correctly so that we can celebrate and we can their genius solutions can be shared to those who need it.
Trixie,
That's it.
I know that you actually empower others through vision boards. Tama ba? Yeah. So, and the way that she speaks, diba? I love that because I also use that mantra. You are at the right place at the right time with the right people. So the person next to you, there could be a reason. The booths that you see, there is a reason. Can we repeat that, everyone? You are at the right place at the right time with the right people. 3, 2, 1, go. You are at the right place,
The right-
at the right time with the right people. There is a purpose, there is a reason why I am seated next to you and
Yes,
why
there
you are here and why you are there as well. Okay, and so you create these vision boards and you help others create their visions. And I kept hearing you say, you want it better. Maybe not necessarily just bigger, but purposefully better. Can you let us know this pivotal innovation that could happen, the vision that you have for SME? Just as tiny snippet of it, now how you see it, now that you've already incorporated yourself in it.
How I see it. It's always
17th.
the 17th. No, okay, I love that.
Yes.
we have decided to do another PhilSME this year because sometimes it's once a
First
year.
heard here. Oo.
Sometimes once a year lang yan. And then the last, I think, 2 years, nagda-twice tayo. So for this time, we're doing something new. But we think, of course, it will still be very successful. We are incorporating the Entrepreneur and Franchise Expo, which was also part of MediaCom Solutions,
Wow, can
into
we give a big
PhilSME.
round of applause?
So-
Tama nga naman.
Oh.
That is all under the umbrella of SMEs, businesses. Oo.
Yun yung edition natin for October.
Nice.
Right? So
Okay.
it's PhilSME, but at the same time, focusing on still the entrepreneurs and franchise solutions. So that's something new that we're trying to do.
Thank you for sharing that. You know why? That's not part of the script, pero na-reveal niya na for all of you guys. I see my other friend over here, RJ Ledesma. He will also be joining you guys. Also in the world of entrepreneurship, that guy's pretty much known and well-loved. All right, Trixie, we're gonna wrap things up here, but I cannot let you go without actually sharing to the audience. What is it that you want to impart with them? How can they make use of their time here best? Is it by sitting here, listening to the talks, going around, going there, left and right? Dapat ba may notebook and pen? Dapat ba may calling card? Some tips and tricks. I think coming from you, it would be most beneficial para masulit so that they could actually maximize their entire time here and even tomorrow.
I'd have to say, sinabi na yun ni Chal, go around, right? Bring out your exchange calling cards with, even sit down here, listen from the fabulous, amazing speakers that we have. But of course, ito yung isang bagay talaga, no? As Filipinos, mahiyain tayo minsan.
Yes!
Tanggalin nyo yon. Don't bring that here because wala tayong, you'll never know. Someone sitting beside you could be your next investor. Somebody in front of
Beautiful.
you. If hindi mo nginitian yan, hindi kayo naging business partners or your
Correct.
next customer, you'll never know. You are here to network so that you can grow your business. Think about that. And with that, thank you very, very,
Thank you very much.
Thank you very
yeah,
much.
No, I love that. I just wanna continue on with what Trixie say, yung mahiyain ng mga Pinoy. I just wanna add to that. So after you do all of these things, exactly what Trixie was trying to say, take action. It's not enough that you smile, say hello, but take action. Make that follow-up call, make that story happen, and then once that success or that partnership, that networking truly happens, please don't forget to share with us the story para sa 17th SME, magamit naman natin yan. Ma-share natin at ma-inspire yung mga ibang tao. They can also tag us, of course.
Yes, PhilSME, Philippine SME Business Expo across all social media platforms. And if they even like, may ganyan tayo, if they share, they can get freebies. Merong ganon, marami yun dyan. Just right over there.
So may freebies din.
Yes.
Oh, natuto ka
Thank
na, may
you.
bonus ka pa, may
Yes.
prize ka pa.
Yes.
Grabe. Parang
Thank you
kanina
so
doon sa ating USA Poultry, libreng training din, di ba? Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for Trixie over here. Thank you so much for bravely sharing your story.
Thank you, Chal.
And for
Thank you.
inspiring all of us. Maraming salamat.
Thank you.